Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to Mastering Meeting Roles Speaker Role. Disclaimer, this presentation was developed for Celebration Kenner Toastmasters in Kenner, Louisiana. It may not be exactly the way your club handles the speaker role. Take from it what you need and toss what you don't. Let's look at the speaker role first. The speaker must select a project, develop the speech, write a Toastmasters introduction, coordinate with the evaluator, arrive early, and present the speech. We're going to look at each one of these in greater detail. First, let's talk about selecting the project. You should be working in pathways. You should have selected a path. And before you even sign up to speak, you should know what your next project is. Make sure you go through the entire project in pathways, looking at all the videos, filling in the evaluations that are required, doing the pre-speech evaluation, of course, first, and then you'll do the latter one after you speak. But you must look at all the downloads and read all the information so that you're really getting the value that's there. You should not be doing a speech and then going back to Toastmasters later to figure out how you can get credit for that speech. Once you figure out what speech you're going to do, it's really important to go ahead and put that information into the Toast Host agenda. If your club is using Toast Host, which I hope they are, you would enter your speaker information as soon as you have it. So in this case, speaker number one is me, Tina Guillot, and I've selected from the drop down in the project/time window that I'm going to do level 5, prepare to speak professionally, 18 to 22 minutes. All right, so once you select that project, it will automatically populate the evaluation, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Next, you want to make sure you hit the Save Project Details. This is a button that people forget all the time. So be sure you hit that on Toast Host. Let's go back and look at developing a speech. Once you've selected your project and you begin working on the speech, you want to make sure that you refer back to the project information and always follow the instructions you were provided. I am not going to share with you today tips on speech writing. That's a whole nother video for another time, but you can make sure that you follow the instructions provided in the path, and that will be a great start to developing your speech. The next step is to write the Toastmasters introduction. So once you've decided on a title and you have a good feel for what your speech is about and you're rehearsing and ready to go back as soon as you are ready and put that Toastmasters introduction in there. The sooner, the better. You want to include the speaker's name, project information, title, topic, and then your credibility or rationale. I'm going to give you an example of this. So the introduction that I'm going to show you is the one that was read the day I gave this presentation in my club. We're going to look at the individual pieces of the introduction. It looks long, but it's really important that your introduction include all of the parts, because this is what sets you up for success in your speech. You're preparing the audience to hear what you have to say. And this allows you to focus your speech on giving them the information as opposed to, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. This is the method we use to tell them what we're going to tell them. That's the Toastmasters introduction. So let's look at the parts of it. The first part is the name. It's easy. Our speaker today is Tina Guillot. Now remember, you're going to be writing this introduction as if the Toastmaster is reading it about you, not if you're reading it about yourself. So don't say, hi, I'm Tina Guillot. You want to say, our speaker today is Tina Guillot. The next step is to add the project information. And if you don't do it in this exact order, it's okay, but all of these components should be there. She is wrapping up a project from level 5 of presentation mastery, the goal of which is to present an 18 to 22 minute keynote style presentation that is either motivational or informational. Tina has done this presentation several times already, each time focusing on inspiring the audience. So it's the project that I've actually done multiple times, and I'm focusing on inspiring the audience. Today, she is taking a more instructional approach in line with her role as Vice President of Education for our club. All right, so not only have I included the project information that's on the project itself, but I'm also giving you a little extra information. Why did I choose to do an instructional approach as opposed to an inspirational or motivational approach? Because I've done the motivational thing a bunch of times and I wanted to do something different. And it also makes sense that I'm the VPE. So I share with you that I'm the VPE because it makes sense that I would then want to teach you how to do something better in the club. Next is the credibility of rationale. So what makes me an expert on this, or what makes this a great project for me to present to you? Why did I choose this topic? So here's mine. As our VPE, she is responsible for encouraging our members to reach their personal goals while also educating them on proper processes to fulfill their roles and responsibilities during club meetings. Bam. That's why I'm doing this presentation. Now, once I have my Toastmasters introduction written, it's important for me to go paste it immediately once it's ready. Once I have that project title and the introduction ready, I need to go paste it in to the fields in the agenda on Toast Host. So that's your club's website, right? If you use the Toast Host agenda, you would go and fill in your title and you would fill in your introduction, your speaker introduction, your Toastmaster introduction of you as the speaker. Also important to note that you can click on the complete introduction link that's in the informational text just below the field, and it will give you some more information, most of what I've already shared. And then finally, don't forget to hit the save button, super important. The next thing is to coordinate with your evaluator. When the agenda was set up, an evaluator should have been assigned to evaluate your speech. If that wasn't the case, or if you don't know how to get in touch with that person, reach out to your VPE and ask for help. All you have to do is coordinate with your evaluator to make sure they've downloaded the form or they know it's there. You may have to say, hey, I put my speech information in. Make sure you go look at the form. And then also let them know if there's anything else that you want them to cover in the evaluation. So maybe there's a filler word you're using a lot, and you don't know if you want to rely on the I counter or the WAG to remember that for you or to note that for you. So you let your evaluator know, hey, I say so a lot. Can you just kind of keep an ear out for that and let me know if I'm doing it again? Technically, you could ask the I counter or whoever's handling that role to let you know that. But whatever it is you want your evaluator to look for, get them to look for it. And then you want to make sure you arrive to the meeting early. When you arrive to the meeting, you can coordinate with the host if you need to share your screen. And if you do need to share a PowerPoint, I'd suggest you go watch the video that I have elsewhere on how to seamlessly share your PowerPoint on Zoom. But make sure you're there early. You have the ability to share. You should not be at the beginning of your speech saying, oh, I need the ability to share. Oh, no, that should have been worked out long before you're introduced, because all that does is muddy the waters. And also, when you are presenting the speech, start with the first line of your speech. Just like I did the video. I said, ready, set, go. I didn't say, oh, wait, I have to share my screen. No, you have to be ready and you have to just do it. If you're worried that you're sharing your screen and nobody's not seeing it, ask the host ahead of time. Hey, when it's my turn to speak, I'm going to share my screen. If I start speaking and my screen is not displaying properly, please give me some kind of a signal to let me know that you're not seeing what you're supposed to say, right? So keep it clean. Make sure everything is well organized and handled cleanly so that it doesn't detract from your speech. If you start your speech out by saying things like, today I'm going to tell you, and you repeat everything that should have been in your introduction or was, it's not a great way to start your speech. You want to start your speech with something that's engaging, that will open the audience. Again, whole nother video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. I'm happy to help. Watch for more videos for more information.